Hello, I Rishita Raj and you are watching YouTube channel LawPutra, and today we are going to discuss about the relationship between criminology and penology. Before starting, we should know that criminal science have three major branches, that are criminology, penology and criminal law. We are going to have a detailed discussion on criminology and penology. We are going to learn about the relationships, about the similarities, about the differences between the two. Let's get started. Criminology is the broader concept, whereas penology is the branch of criminology. Yet there are still debates that whether penology is included in it or not. So that's a different thing. But we should know that today it is the branch of criminology. They both are the different concepts, but they are interrelated and interdependent on each other. Let us know what is criminology and what is penology. Criminology majorly deals with crimes, whereas penology deals with punishments. Criminology, according to the definitions given by different criminologists, is the scientific study of crimes and criminals, whereas penology is the scientific study of methods and consequences of the punishments towards the crime. Criminology is derived from the Latin word which is crimen, C-R-I-M-E-N, meaning crime. Whereas penology is derived from the Latin word poena, which means, poena spelling is P-O-E-N-A, which means punishment. The father of criminology is Lombroso, whereas father of penology is Beccaria. So we can say that criminology is the scientific study of crime and criminals. So it is the descriptive science, and penology is the scientific study of methods and consequences of punishments. So it is the normative science. How we can say that it is a descriptive science and it is a normative science? Let us look at that. It is called a descriptive science because it explains about the crimes, criminals, types of crimes, etc. Its classifications and all. Whereas penology is known as normative science because it tells about the rules and norms that how we should respond towards a crime. Suppose a crime is being committed, and how we are going to respond or how we are going to treat the criminals is told in the concern of the penology. So we can say that criminology is the pre-phase crime, or penology is the post-crime phase. Secondly, we can say that criminology is a sociology of how to examine the human behavior, and the penology is the philosophy of repressing the criminal activities. How we can repress the criminal activities or decrease the criminal activities. So let us understand that criminology tries to understand that causes of crime, concepts of crime, schools of crimes and categories of crimes. Whereas penology tries to understand about the punishments, prison system, parole, rehabilitation, etc. Means overall treatment of the criminals. And the person who studies criminology is known as criminologist, and the person who deals with or studies the penology is known as penologist. The functions of criminologist are to analyze or research, deter, understand about the crimes and criminals, and they also about the research and the analysis which have been done earlier. They can develop theories based on that. At this time, here the penology also, the penologist can also develop theories on the basis of their research or analysis about how to prevent the criminal offences, evaluate the social consequences of the policies in the force at that given time. So, penology is concerned with penal policies and penal laws, whereas criminology is concerned with the type of crime, causes, and why the crime is being done. Criminology has lots of branches, that is criminal anthropology, criminal ecology, criminal penology, everything about the psychiatric or mental illness is comes under penology. Sorry, comes under criminology. Whereas in penology there is no such branches, as penology is itself a branch of criminology. So after reading all this, according to criminology, the functions of criminology are to reduce the crime and to understand the crime well, whereas the functions of penology is to administration of the criminal justice and treatment of the prisoners or offenders, how they would be treated in the jail, or how they should be kept there. So, according to a famous criminologist who is Taft, in his view, criminology is the analysis or observation of crime and criminals, whereas according to the Taft itself, penology is the treatment of the offender. How the offender or criminal should be treated is the matter of penology. So let us understand with this an example, so that we can get a clear picture of what is criminology and what is penology. Criminology. Let's suppose a scenario that a person has murdered someone. After murdering, we will decide, or the court or the justice system will decide that whether the person would be given death penalty or life imprisonment. The quantum of the punishment, or the question that the punishment is fit for that crime or not, is the concern of the penology, that whether he should be given a death penalty or life imprisonment. It is the question of penology. But why the person has committed the crime, what type of crime it is, in which classification it comes, what type of criminal he is, all this is the concern of criminology. I think through this you all will get the clear picture what is criminology and what is penology. Criminology basically, in short and overall, I would like to in short tell that criminology deals with the crimes, types, classifications. Penology deals with the punishment, how the criminals or offenders should be treated. This is the overall differences, similarities, and the relationship between the two. Thank you very much. I hope you have understood this topic. Thank you.